Hey, what's up, folks? It's Tony, take number 179. And let me just say, I hate when the Chinese are right about things, um, but I have to agree with them on this. There's an article, many articles out now that said that China officials, authorities are basically going to start capping film stars sky high salaries to crack down on money worship and tax evasion. And there are many issues surrounding it and why they're doing this. But yeah, basically they're issuing a limit on the pay of actors and actresses, and a movie to clamp down on tax evasion, sky high salaries, and money worship in the entertainment industry. And I think this is a good idea. I think it's something that the U.S. should adopt as well, not just in our film industry, but in our music industry. Basically, they're saying, and I'm reading this from the Daily Mail, the salaries of all performers in each movie or TV series must not exceed 40% of the total production cost, while the leading actors will have their pay capped at 70% of the total wages of the entire cast. Um, and one of the country's biggest actresses, Fan Bingbing, she's 36, and she is ranked as the number five on the Forbes list of the world's richest actresses. This is back in 2016, earning an annual income of $17 million, ahead of Julia Roberts and Charlize Theron. And she's one of the people that the government is really after, according to this other article from The Guardian. Back in May, a Chinese TV presenter, whose name I can't pronounce, Kui Yongwan, posted photos of contracts believed to belong to Fan Bingbing. And basically the contracts, one of them was for $1.56 million, another was for $7.8 million, were meant to be an illustration of what's called yin-yang contracts, which is a common method of tax evasion in which only the smaller contract is reported to authorities. So basically 1.56 is shown to authorities, where in reality Fan Bingbing is getting 7.8. And so the authorities, the people who are collecting taxes, are only collecting taxes on what they believe is the $1.6 million. So Fan Bingbing has denied any wrongdoing, but Kui has also accused other celebrities of the same behavior, and that has led tax authorities in Jiangsu province, and I have no idea where any of these places are, but it's apparently where Fan Bingbing runs a film studio, said this month they were investigating tax evasion by a certain film and television professional, as alleged in online discussions. So again, this is another reason there's tax evasion going on. But yeah, the new regulation was announced on Xinhua and issued jointly by 5 government agencies, including the tax authority, the propaganda department, the culture and tourism ministry, and the state radio, television, and film regulators. And I will reiterate this. I think this is a great idea. Because of, one, tax evasion is not good, because that means that you're making money and you're not contributing back to the society in which you live. You're basically worse than immigrants that come into the U.S. And I'm not saying this happens in the U.S., but I do think that many of these stars make just way too much money for the content that they make and the content that they put out. And that's one of the second issues that they also talked about. Money worshiping values. You had actresses and actors like these two that just make exorbitant amounts, 28.7 million euro, 22 million, 23.1 in a year, of based off of what they do. And it leads to these money worshipping values that distort social values, and it's misleading younger generations, and we see it every day. We see it in the culture that we live. Yeah, we can say that the gun violence and things like that isn't being caused by movies and video games and music, but to a certain extent, the degradation of our society is based on what our society is being fed on a daily basis. And unfortunately, we are fed violence on a daily basis from our movies, from our music, from our TV shows. All we see is violence. We see fighting. We see arguing. We see families breaking up. We see all of these things on our TV shows, and it's just not wholesome at all. So I for one, agree with what China is doing here, and I do wish that it was something that the U.S. would adopt. So I would love to get, your thoughts on this. I'm interested, because we have all of these stars here. This is from like the Met Gala with, I don't even care to name all these people, but what are they really contributing to our society? Look at what they're contributing to our society, which for the most part is crap, and yet look at how much money they make. I really do think there should be someone that steps in and says, hey, unless you're actually contributing something of value, and we can all argue about what of value means, but the degradation of women is not of value. The proliferation of guns and violence in movies, that's not of value. I mean, the list goes on about things that happen. Drug use. I mean, so many songs now they talk about taking drugs and just being, depressed and all this stuff. What kind of value is that building up in our future generation? So let me know what you guys think about this story. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace out.